Your holiday cookout this weekend may cost you a little more than last year.
That's right. ABC 13's Sarah Weitzman takes us from farm to table to show us what local beef producers say is driving up the costs and why it may be worth your time to shop around.
Before you head to the grocery store to buy beef for your July 4th cookout, you should know that cattle producers are seeing an increase in the value of their cows, and it's not for the reasons you may think.
Raising cattle isn't cheap, especially now. Pennsylvania County cattle producer Hunter Johnson says it's the behind-the-scenes essentials that are eating up his bottom line.
On our farm inputs, we're anywhere between 30-35%, maybe even higher on some inputs.
Things like fertilizer, feed, and the chemicals used to control weeds.
You got to control weeds. If you don't control weeds, all this expensive fertilizer that we're putting out will essentially be taken up by the weeds, and we won't have a viable product to feed cattle with.
While that dries up his costs, he says a different issue is what's driving up prices at the grocery store.
Seeing these lower supplies of beef, and with the demand for beef staying high and with a lower supply, we're seeing some increase in prices for the consumer.
The Virginia Cooperative Extension confirms the supply has dropped.
It's lowest that it's been since 2014. And what that does is it creates a supply and demand issue. Buyers that are sending them into feedlots are willing to pay for a higher price because there's just simply not as many feeder calves out there right now.
So what does that mean for your July 4th barbecue? Well, that depends on where you shop. At Piggly Wiggly in Danville, meat manager Eric Folk says prices are rising, but they're doing what they can to cushion the blow.
We try to keep it low. We don't want to pass it on to the customer, so we absorb some and buy local.
So while here the beef prices won't have your wallet hungry, it may be different depending on where your local grocery store gets their beef supply. Reporting in Danville, Sarah Weitzman, ABC 13 News.